In this video, I'm going to give you a very simple video strategy for IGTV. I'm Amanda Horvath, and I'm all about helping business owners and entrepreneurs leverage the power of video without breaking the bank or taking up tons of their time. So if you're looking to use video in your strategy this year, then be sure to subscribe and click the bell to be notified every time I release a new video. IGTV has gone through a very interesting way of everyone thinking about it. So when it first came out, people were excited about it. They were talking about that this platform might actually replace YouTube, but then because of the lack of searchability on the platform, it didn't actually end up doing that. And for a long time, a lot of people actually rolled their eyes at IGTV and said, "Who watches that?" And now with the recent algorithm changes and the way that Instagram has really promoted more IGTVs within the feed and people having a lot more use for it within their business as well, you're seeing a lot more people hop on this bandwagon. In fact, whenever I am doing surveys of my audience, I find that this is what a lot of people want to start with. And that's a great place to start because it really is a simple strategy to implement. So I started dabbling with the platform about a month ago, and I figured, oh, this will be really easy. I'll just kind of get up and running and test it out. And I found myself facing a lot of frustration and going through these little tiny things that were really kind of annoying on the platform. And so I wanted to create this video to hopefully help some of you lessen those barriers to entry and getting started with IGTV. Tip 1, do it in one take. While you could get all fancy and make some really cool vertical videos and with awesome editing and transitions and everything, I am finding that the one take approach actually is working very well on IGTV. So I'm all about helping you guys get up and running in the fastest way possible. And if it's working, then why not start there? Now, the reason that this works, there are really two parts to it. The first part is that if you consider the psychology of the platform, IGTV and the one-take approach is a great break, a welcomed break from all of the perfectly curated photos on the platform. People are craving real connection with real people, and the one-take approach is the perfect way to do that in the most intimate way possible. So now that you know that the one-take approach works, the way that you can actually film these videos is just to go into the camera app of your phone and record a video that is up to 10 minutes long. And that's because that is the limit of the app for the majority of users. If you have more followers, you might have an extension up until 60 minutes. You can check within your app and see what you have, but more likely than not, you have 10 minutes. And if you once again consider the psychology of the platform, I don't think many people are going to sit there and watch something that is longer than that amount of time. So this is just a good rule of thumb to try to keep your video to under 10 minutes. As for what you're actually saying in your video, stay tuned for a future tip where I'm going into that. Tip 2, start strong. The first 12 to 15 minutes of your video are going to play within the Instagram feed, and then people will be prompted to continue watching that video on IGTV. So you need to start off super strong with your videos. And the best way to do this is just to give an overview of what people can expect within that video. So you can just say, in this video, I'm going to be talking about whatever you're going to be talking about. Enter that here. And then if they are interested in that topic, they will click over and continue to watch. The experience within Instagram is super seamless for this transition, so it works really well, and a lot of people do click over and watch. But if you're just kind of rambling and going super slow during that time, it's likely not going to perform so well. Another thing that I recommend doing right after you introduce your topic is to have an explainer statement that describes who you are and who should be watching your videos. This is a great way to hook your audience and increase your follower count should you be able to get pushed out to new audiences that people might find your IGTV. It also is a great way to just encourage people to continuously check back in with your content because it's telling them what kind of content you provide. So if they're interested in that, then they would be more likely to go to your page and look at it, even if the algorithm isn't serving your content to them. If you haven't already seen my quick start guide to video, then I highly recommend watching it because I do dive into the explainer statement in video 2 of that series. So you can go ahead and grab that in the description below. Tip 3, provide value. Since you are watching this channel and this video, my assumption is that you are a personal brand or business and you are using Instagram to increase leads to your business or just build out an audience to one day offer some sort of online product or service. So the best way to really hook an audience is to provide value to them. If you think about Instagram is just this mindless feed. You just go on there to mindlessly scroll and look at content. But if you come across a video that provides you value, it gives you a hit of dopamine that you are actually learning something versus having to just mindlessly scroll and feeling worse for leaving the platform. So if someone comes across your content and you are giving them something that is actually going to help their life, then they will remember you for that and will want to watch more of your content because it is more fulfilling rather than leaving them with this empty sense of just instant gratification. I also highly recommend structuring your video by having a certain number of tips or steps or anything like that that you might have within your video. That way, it's not just a long ramble. People can actually track with you and get each step. And I find that this increases the retention of your videos. Obviously, I do that in every single video on this channel, so clearly it works well. If you want more tips for how to structure your content and how to choose your topics, then I once again recommend getting my quick start guide to video. It's a 3-part video series and it's going to teach you what topics to start with. Once again, also that explainer statement and also how to structure your scripts. So once again, you can grab that in the description below. Tip 4, have a cover photo ready. Once your video is recorded, it is time to upload that video. Now you have 2 choices for where you can do that. You can either use the Instagram app on your phone, or you can go to Instagram.com on a desktop and upload it there. Now, to lower the barriers to getting this thing up and running, I would recommend just doing it on your phone since you just shot it on your phone to begin with. And if you need to slightly edit the front or end of the video to cut out when you are actually hitting record, then you can easily do that within the Photos app on your phone if you're using an iPhone. And if you're using an Android, I'm sure there is a solution for you somewhere within your phone as well. Super simple. So I recommend just doing it on your phone. Then when you do go to upload, you are going to need to have a cover photo ready. And that's because when you upload your picture, that is the only time that you can change the cover photo. So I would hate for you to post a video and then you have like this random shot of you that doesn't look good with your mouth half open, and then you can't change that photo later. Hopefully in a future update, IGTV or Instagram will be able to change your cover photo at a later date, but currently you cannot. You do have the option to post your video to the feed, and I will talk about that more in the next step. And because of that, you want to make sure that the cover photo that you upload is going to match whatever grid layout that you have. So if you're into that sort of thing, then you want to make sure that it looks good. You can use an app like Planoly to upload the photo ahead of time to see how it will play with your grid to begin with. A quick solution for a cover photo is just to take a photo right in the spot that you recorded your video and then apply some sort of filter that looks similar to all the rest of the photos on your grid. And that way you can do all of this on your phone without needing to go to your desktop to edit anything. Tip 5, post to feed. As previously mentioned, when you upload your video, you have the option to post to feed. If you do not, then your video is hardly going to get any views. So I highly recommend checking this option so that it does actually post there. This pushes it out so that other people can see it within their feed, and that will get you so many more views. I don't even know why they have the other option to not post it to your feed. Another thing you want to do is to post it to your story after you have posted it. That way you can increase the views that way as well. So people that are only living in the stories column on Instagram and not actually scrolling, they can also see that you have posted a video. So those are my simple tips to getting started with IGTV. If this video was helpful, be sure to click like and drop a comment below letting me know. And I'll see you in the next video.